Okay, I just started the recording. So yeah, we are looking at the same document. So now we're going to do a couple of Python examples. Python is extremely popular. It's actually developed in the 80s, I think.
Oh, wow.
Now, Python is a type of programming language called script programming language. So basically, you have a text editor. That's all you need, a text editor. And the command is not compiled. Instead, it will be interpreted when it was executing. So it's not like a C. You have to compile. After you finish coding, you compile. You get the binary which can be executed. The Python, you just edit the text file and run it. So let's do a couple of Python. Let's first start to read a little bit chapter 11, and then I will do a demo for the Python code. And there are at least 4 or 5 examples in chapter 11. So I would recommend you do at least 2 from out of chapter 11. So let's move to chapter 11. So let's go to part 1, actually part 2. No, let's go to a little bit of part 2. Part 2, chapter 8, talk about using Raspberry Pi home theater. So that's what you are doing, Jeremy. The chapter 9 will be using Pi as a desktop. So pretty much everything you want to do in your desktop, you have this little desktop can handle. Part 3 is programming. In this programming, there is 3 programming tools, 2 programming tools discussed. The first one is called Scratch. The second one is called Python. Both are excellent. So we are not looking into Scratch, but I will do a demo of Scratch. There is a demo on your Pi of Scratch. So let me see, I can do the demo. Okay. Anyway, we are not doing Scratch. Scratch is an excellent programming tool also. It's kind of like playing Legos. It's graphic. And it was developed by MIT. The idea is help the high schools, middle schools, elementaries, help the kids get interested in computer programming. It's a graphic interface. But Python, on the contrary, Python is developed. Let's read in a little bit chapter 11. Python is developed in the 80s. So it is a very boring, there are so many different script programming languages. Python is just one of those. But for some reason, I'm not sure about the history. For some reason, there are dozens of these languages out there. For some reason, Python became the most popular. computer engineers using those, the current generation, quite often. So it's a high-level language. Like I said, all you need is a text editor. So no compiling. So how do you run a Python program? It always started with the first example, the simplest example. So this is the code. Simplest example. That's right. That's only 2 lines. So the first will be the program called Python.
What are you showing?
Huh?
Are you showing some codes?
Yes, I'm showing. Did you see?
No, I don't see anything. I just see the screen.
Let me see. Let me reshare. Now, did you see? Yeah, the screen. I highlighted the 2 lines of code right there.
You see it, Tim?
Did you see the code?
I can see something that says the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guide.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yes. Did you see the document, the guide?
It just says system tab. The system tab hold options, which control various Raspbian settings. And I don't see any code.
I'm right now on page 156. Did you see 156? No?
No.
Oh my God. That's terrible. What I'm right here, I'm saying everything's okay. I just restart it and hopefully reshare. Let me see. Okay. Maybe I need to go to. Yeah, if this is
I see chapter 7.
now we are talking. Okay. Now I know this is a little problem for Zoom. If you have one program, like Microsoft Word, if you open multiple documents, then if you want to share it, it fails to show the multiple documents. At least on my computer, I'm opening a couple of documents. The newest document I opened, the screen sharing doesn't recognize it. I noticed that last time when I was sharing something, you guys not listening. I watched the video. After the class, I watched it. I realized you guys are not seeing things I'm seeing. Because looks like for one program, I only need to open one document or one screen. If I open multiple, they fail to switch between the multiple windows of the same program. All right, now I see chapter 11, Python. Okay, everybody see that? I'm on page 154. Everybody see 154, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now we can move on. So this is the first example, only two lines of code, Python. So the first line basically tell you need to execute Python to run the following code. The second line is one code. So it's only one line. The first line is actually optional. You can skip the first line, just type the second one, it runs no problem. So let's do it. On Raspberry Pi, I will demo this hello world. So let me switch again. Okay. So complicated.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
On mine, I set mine up before with the VNC, and I was able to get it to work. But now, when I just tried to use the VNC after turning it on, I get a message saying cannot currently show the desktop. It's just a black screen that says cannot currently show the desktop.
Does it work before?
Yeah. After I set it up and then set up the VNC, it worked, and I could control the Raspberry Pi from the computer I'm on right now. But now it's just when I log in, it's saying cannot currently show the desktop.
Okay.
Let me see.
Can you just reboot, turn the power off, and turn it on again?
Okay.
Hopefully, that's the magic solution. If everything fails, turn it off. So I will start a text editor. So there are dozens of editors. You might use the editor on the graphic interface. Here is the editor I'm familiar with, Python. So whatever editor, it doesn't matter. So this will be the editor. I edited hello world. That's only 2 lines. So I just save it. Then I have a file called hello Python. Yeah, that is 2 lines. So how do I execute it? I execute it by just typing Python and followed by this UI. All right, that's exactly what's running. So this Python code is working correctly because it types hello world on my terminal. So if I go here, if I put 4 of those, so if I rerun the code, now I have 4 hello world typed. So that's our first example. Usually when you dealt with a new programming environment, you want to start with something simple, like the flashing one LED. Next week, we will do the flashing LED. This week, so if you're doing something hardware, always start with flashing LED. If you're doing some software coding, always start it with hello new world. All right. So that's the Python. It's very easy to get started. All you need is a text editor, no compiler. Doesn't need to be compiled. So all you need, the compiler I'm using is called VI. I told you I spent hundreds of hours on this Raspberry Pi, but before I spent hundreds of hours on Raspberry Pi, when I was a student back in the 20 years ago, I basically spent 20 hours a day, every day, on Linux computers, working on my research. So that's how I'm kind of familiar with the whole environment, because that was the computer I used when I was a graduate student doing research. It doesn't matter, you don't have to use VI. VI is the text editor I used when I was, so if I say VI test, And then I just type whatever I want to type, and then I save it. I save it. Now I have a file name called test right here. And if I display my file, and that is the junk I just typed over there. I also can say remove test, and now that file is deleted. It doesn't exist anymore. So that's the editor. You can also use the editor on the graphic interface. So let me switch over to the graphic interface and tell you how to do a Python over there. So now I'm on my graphic interface. Let me share it with you. Okay. Anybody see my Raspberry Pi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Now I can go to Office. I can go to the Word, Microsoft, not Microsoft. That I can see really well. Writer, maybe Writer, yes. Well, you can use this. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. So you can just do your editing here. Let me do the editing here. Nothing. Anyway, I'm not familiar with the editor, so use whatever editor you feel comfortable when you're working on Python. A simpler editor is better. That's why I like VI. So I will use VI right here. VI. Hello. Hi. And put my Python code over here on this editor.
Wait, do we have VI?
Yes, everybody has a VI, but don't use VI because it's a terrible one if you're not using it before.
Oh.
Don't use VI.
What about the app underneath programming, and it's called Sunny Python IDE?
Yeah, that's perfect one. Yeah, Python IDE is good. Yeah.
Yeah, can you demo us that?
Let's do a demo. Python IDE. Let's use the Python 2. All right. You just type.
Mine doesn't show Python 2.
No Python 2. Maybe, what did you show? Maybe the newer ones don't have 2. 3?
No.
Oh, they are using a different, yeah.
I only have Python IDE. Thonny Python IDE.
Okay, just Python IDE. I guess they just simplified.
Well, you have it too, but it's at the bottom
Okay,
when you look at the apps.
so just run Python IDE. Oh, everybody just do the first one. Just do a Python example. Did you see that? Click a new file. New file. And then type here. Let's copy. Okay. So now we're done. And just save. Save as. Come on, I saved the wrong file. Okay. Then you open up the terminal. And then you look at your file. You see there's a hello. I type a LHLLP. So you just say Python.
When I print hello, mine needs a parentheses.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's how you run it. So that's I just did the demo. Everybody finished that. So to run that, all you need to type is Python. Anybody have questions? You're working on this? Did your first one run?
What?
Did your Python program run?
Yeah. I was just missing a parentheses.
Oh, okay. How about Tim? Joe?
No, I can't view my desk. I can't view the desktop.
Huh? Still not connected?
No.
Joe, are you there? Joe is not there. So Tim, your screen is not shared correctly, right?
I guess. I mean, it worked over the weekend when I set it up. It worked,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's just giving me that message.
Oh, did you recheck the IP address? Maybe you powered up. It has a different IP address.
No, I haven't. I can try.
Because your router will randomly assign IP addresses unless you tell the router to give your Raspberry Pi a fixed IP.
What's the command for ifconfig?
Yes, ifconfig. Yes.
But when I use the IP, it's letting me connect through. I have two different computers, and a Windows computer and my Chromebook. It lets me connect to it with the IP address I have.
You can SSH too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do on my one computer with the putty.
Uh-huh.
But there's like a lot of steps to bring up the desktop.
Yeah. I will give you a second demo. Jeremy, if you are there, we'll do a second demo.
Okay. Yeah, I found a website that says how to fix Raspberry Pis cannot currently show the desktop error.
What website?
Well, I just Googled like.
I mean, I Googled it, but it's like a lot of steps and like some of that stuff on there is I already have it enabled.
Oh, okay.
Because it already worked before.
That is weird.
How about Joe? Joe, did you get your Raspberry Pi and everything set up?
He says he can't talk. He's at work, and he doesn't have his Raspberry Pi with him yet.
Where did he say?
In the chat.
Oh, in the chat. Okay. Chat. Okay. Let me look at the chat. How about Arturo? Do you got your Raspberry Pi and everything? I think right now Jeremy is right following. Tim is one step behind, and everybody else are not sure.
I need to.
Terminal service isn't working right yet.
Yeah, I've got it up right now.
Oh, you got it up right now? How many projects you finished? I have that project list, the basic project, like 11 of those. Let's knock out one after the other. I guess right now we are on the project Number 9.
And Joe, the black terminal window is at the top left with that black screen icon next to the folder. Right, Dr. Zhang?
Which one?
The terminal window?
Yes, that's the little black one. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. That's a terminal. So right now I'm sharing. Hopefully everybody say the same thing, but I right now I not.
Is this demo 2?
Yeah, the demo tool is on my terminal. Right now I'm sharing. So this is the text. This is the program. So when you run the program, you see Python name. So it will ask your name, and then you will enter 2 numbers, and they will multiply them together. And add them together. Yeah, add, subtract, and multiply. And then you can click. So this is another little Python. It's more complex than before. So gradually you can build more and more complicated Python code. That's like that. All you need is a text editor. Oh, now I see the chat. All right. My screen has so much stuff. I can't figure out where is where. From Joe, I can't see code either. Thank you. I can't talk. All right. Okay. So chapter 11 is today's subject. Read through it. It's very well written, and do at least 2 examples.
Dr. Zhang, are you muted? I can't hear anything.
Muted, yeah.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
okay. Uh, I mean, yesterday I spent some time on Minecraft. So basically what you can do is using Minecraft, play Minecraft from Python. So you can write Python code, and that Python code will build anything you program it to build. So in the project document, I have a link. If you follow that link, you will write a Python code which can build a house on Minecraft. So you can repeatedly run that code 10 times, and it will build 10 houses. Not just houses. And once you started familiar with this API, you can basically build anything, any castles, whatever you want to control in Minecraft. You can even build a piano. And so when you play that piano, you can play that piano inside Minecraft. I see another project yesterday. You can build a photo booth in the Minecraft. Then you can take a selfie when you walk into the photo booth. Take a picture of yourself. So there's a lot we can do over here. Chapter 12.
Where's the link?
Huh?
Where's the link?
The link is on my Word file, on my the project file. If you go to the, oh, I didn't put it on Canvas. It's only local. So let me share the link. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. Because I put it on my local, but I didn't post it on Canvas. Yeah.
Okay.
Update it on Canvas. Yeah.
Like the O drive or something?
On my local drive. Let me.
Oh, okay.
Now I opened it. Let me share with you the link. So this is the link right here. I highlighted. So that link will tell you how to build a house. So your brothers and sisters can go to your computer and damage the house, and don't worry, you just run the code, you build another one. You can build 100 of those. So this is using Python to play video games, particular one, Minecraft. Many years ago, we have a student who played too much Minecraft. He even asked me to teach the labs inside Minecraft. So we can build a computer lab, and then we all go log on, walk into the lab we built, and teaching the lab over there. He said we can have teaching at least the digital logic. Many labs in digital logic can be done in that environment. All right, that is pretty much everything. That's a lot of material for this week. So let me know your progress. Tell me what you are doing right now.
I'm just coding some codes too.
Okay, great. Just read that document, follow the instruction.
Okay. Well, can you actually go to the to the Thani Python IDE underneath programming.
Programming.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it,
Sony Python
Yeah.
ID. Okay, I got you.
yeah, can you open that up and just run some codes on there? Maybe.
I never used that, but let me try.
Okay.
Do you have a Python 2 and a Python 3?
It doesn't show a Python 2 or Python 3.
Okay, you only have Sony. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never use that one, but it's there. Yeah, on my computer, I have 4 Python environments, a total of 4 different ones. Let me open it up and see what is the Sony. It's do you want me to share that screen?
Yeah.
Okay, let me go turn this off and start to share.
Oh, wait, your screen?
Yeah, I will share mine. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Right now I'm sharing mine. I guess you just go to File, New File, and you just type your code.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, you type your code, and after you finish typing, you just save it,
Right.
and then you just run it on a terminal. Or you can run it here. Run it right here. Click the green button. So let me do one here. I don't have a keyboard. All right.
So like if you type print hello,
Yeah.
and then you run it, but it'll try to save us somewhere. Oh, wait.
Yeah, just pick one of your favorite environment and stick with that environment.
What is shell for again? At the bottom?
Share. That's
Yeah.
the output. I guess whatever hello world will be printed over there.
Well, I type print hello at the top, and it doesn't do anything to the bottom, to the shell.
Let me try on my computer. You type exactly like this, user bin. And then you go to here. Oh, ask you to save. You have to save it.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering where.
Save in your directory. So you save it, override it. Oh, I already have one, so I have to override it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So just.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yeah, I see it now.
Okay. Looks like you need a parenthesis, just like you said. Yeah. You have to have this.
Yeah, I think true Python doesn't need a parentheses though, right?
Yeah, that's right. There are different. Now it works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
Thank.
for. I never used this before.
That's different.
Yeah.
You've never used the Sunny? Hold on, baby.
No, I don't think. He said no.
No.
Have you?
Oh, I know.
Oh.
You can save it again.
Wait. So, in the chat, that code that you sent,
Mhm.
Do we need to like edit it? You know, because it's a little bit different if we're using a different Python app, or I mean, is it compatible? I don't know.
It should be compatible.
So like if you copy and paste that code onto the Thani, would it work?
I hope. Probably you have to need add parentheses all the way down.
Yeah.
Well, it turned out is if you add parentheses, it's compatible backwards to my Python 2 or 3. So my Python 2, if you add parentheses, it doesn't complain.
There you go.
Okay, I hope everybody follows. I will here answer some questions. Anybody? Shoot me questions if you are working on something.
I think that's
All right,
it for me.
how do I fix this problem?
Oh, you still have a blank screen.
No, it's worse now.
What does it say now?
Worse now.
The port on which the computer is listening for a connection could not be contacted.
I would think the IP address changed.
But when I'm on a different computer using PuTTY,
Mhm.
I can connect with the IP address I have.
Oh, okay. So which computer you are using?
I want to use the Google Chromebook.
Oh, Chromebook.
That's the one
And I
that doesn't work.
Yeah, and I have the real VNC app.
The
Or whatever.
Do you have the VNC viewer for
Yeah.
Chromebook? Okay, you
Yeah.
got that. And then do you have the VNC server? Yeah, you have that because you said it worked before, right?
Yeah, I got it to work on Saturday.
Right.
Did you already double check that the IP address didn't change?
Well, when I'm on my Windows computer using the PuTTY program with the IP address, I can connect to it. But I don't know how to pull up the desktop view with PuTTY.
Hmm.
Sometimes for me, the VNC server licensing, like it always logs me out, and so I have to like keep logging in to to connect both the computer and the phone. I don't know.
Tim, can you try on your cell phone? Cell phone VNC viewer is pretty good.
Well, that's the one I'm using that same app on my computer.
Oh,
Try it on your phone.
Oh yeah.
All right, this is gonna take like an hour because my phone is garbage.
okay. Yeah. I got you because when working on computers, I got stuck quite often too. Yeah, right before class, I was stuck with one of this. It's a Bluetooth game controller. I tried to. Everybody tell me I can connect this to Raspberry Pi, but I just cannot. No matter how good.
Is that a Switch controller?
Yeah, that's a Switch controller. It's a Bluetooth controller. It's been really nice. I just control my Raspberry Pi from here.
Like the mouse?
Yeah, like a mouse, like a game. Yeah, like a little. Yeah, it has a couple buttons. It has a up and down.
I connected my PS4 controller, but only the trackpad works as a mouse, and you can't click anything. You can only use it as a mouse. That's it.
All kinds of problems.
I wonder if you need a. One time I connected the PS4 controller to my computer and I had to download a what's it called? It's right here.
Oh, like a controller configure, like that.
Yeah, like configure.
Well,
Probably need.
well, yeah, I installed one in Kodi, but I guess it's still. I mean, it kind of work, but not really.
Okay, on PuTTY, how do I pull up the IP address? Because if I type in the ifconfig, it does not pull up the IP address.
Why?
I don't know, but I lose the right now I'm on the screen that says pi at my username, and then it has like the little tilde line and a money sign. And if I type in ifconfig, I lose the pi at my username and the money sign. So, and I don't know how to get back to that. It doesn't, but nothing else happens.
Okay.
Let me see here.
No, baby.
Let me show you what happens on mine if I type ifconfig. If, that's what happens.
Okay, I got it. I was typing it in wrong. I was putting a space.
And if you're using wireless, you look at this. That's your IP address.
The INET, right? That's our IP address of our Raspberry
Yeah.
Pi.
It's the same one that I'm trying with. Yeah, I can't get it to connect on my phone or my computer.
What does your phone say?
The first time I tried, it said connection timeout.
That means the server has a problem. You have to turn on, yeah.
Yeah, the connection attempt timed out when I tried on my phone.
Yeah, I guess that server is down. That VNC server is not running on your Raspberry Pi. Or it's turned off. You may run the configuration, double check it's turned on. And
Why don't you plug it in your TV or something? Or go find you a cheapo monitor. They got cheap ones at Best Buy for like $70.
You got $70?
If you pay me back, yeah, I got $70 for you.
No, I have $70, but I
I
don't.
know you got $70. That's 1 hour of work for you.
Yeah, right. But I don't have time to go and get that right now. That's for sure.
Wait, do you have the VNC server app? Can you check that?
There's an app. I don't know. I don't see an app for it.
The VNC server?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a VNC server app.
What's it called?
It's called VNC Connect. So I wonder if you look it up, it'll come up. Let me look. VNC Connect.
Like if I type in VNC Connect, it just brings up the VNC Viewer Remote Desktop. Real VNC Limited is the company.
Okay, if you look it up on Google, like, do you see like the VNC server? Like, don't go into the first one. Like, you'll see.
Are you searching on Google?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then you can download the VNC server app. Because you need a VNC server and viewer.
The server is already installed Raspberry Pi.
Oh no,
Yeah.
for his computer, right? For your
But
computer.
I already got it to work on my computer once.
The server is on Raspberry Pi.
Okay, then go to your VNC server app on your computer then.
Yeah, I'm there.
And then at the top right, at the tab, you see that?
The top right. I just have a search bar. Like, do you have the VNC viewer installed on your phone?
Yeah, but yeah.
That's exactly how it looks on my computer. It's the same app.
Okay, but it's not the viewer; it's the server. There's a VNC server app for your computer.
Not in the Google Play App Store.
I downloaded it through their website. Like if you go to Google.
Yeah, maybe not available on Chrome.
Like, yeah, the Chrome store.
You don't have to have a server running on your computer. The server is already running on your inside the Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is the server. Your side is the client.
Let me. Let's see.
Can you guys share screens? Maybe that helps. I will open that right. I will change the setting so you can share whatever you want to share.
Okay, I'll share mine.
Okay, that's one. That's great.
Okay.
That's
All right.
It just says disabled. You need to
how do I enable? Allow report. Allow. Okay. Multiple participants. Now you can share, right?
I think so. Let me see. So it should be like right here, and then check for your licensing and make sure that you're logged in here.
Yeah, but the VNC viewer, the thing that you have installed is not the same thing that I have installed, because mine is the same exact app that you get on your phone, and what you have installed right there is not. That's a Windows program. It's not an Android program.
Oh. So what do you need?
I don't think I need any of that. I have the VNC viewer app that you get from the Google Play Store, or it's probably on the same thing you get on the iOS too. But it's essentially the mobile app. That's what I have on my computer, because my computer runs mobile apps.
Well.
Okay.
Okay. What about